It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they do that. Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Watson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At their 49-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. They'll go again to Jones. And he is is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Newton as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Herbert now. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. They'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Up the middle they go. Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Watson.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches. Watson on third down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first and 10, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kenny Clark able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in his first half of football.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now Watson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
There's another example of defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
In motion, the tight end. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Newton.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
First down, Justin Herbert. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Herbert will find Williams on the slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, it's Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Watson now to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
That is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Newton. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 7. Herbert is going to flip one out here to his running back. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game, he'll take the 3. For this game, it's far from over.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try and put the hand.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
21 yards. First down, Chargers.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Watson. Incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. It's Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to work this down to about the 42-yard line. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Patterson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Newton. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 73 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Newton. And some space here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Stokes. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, time is certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back to throw, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Here's Herbert. Runs over him. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
How many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Justin Herbert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watson's throw complete to Foster.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.